The NBA on CBS. Today's game is sponsored by all the new 1978 Chevrolets, now at your Chevy dealers everywhere. Lowenbrau, light special and dark special when it's time for the taste of a truly great beer.
Welcome to the Rutgers Athletic Center. I'm Gary Bender along with Gus Johnson. The New York Knicks against the New Jersey Nets, and the Nets are rolling now. They've won 2 in a row. They've got a lot of confidence, Gus.
Yes, they have, Gary. I think they're going to see a lot of running here today and everything, and they're going to be moving around quite a bit with that ball.
On the other hand, the Knicks are a new ball club. They've started playing differently since the All-Star break.
Well, I'll tell you, they looked really super last night. They come down, they were hitting the open man. They looked like the Knicks of old, and I think this is going to be good for them.
All right, we're ready to go now for the start of this game. The starting lineups, Van Bredikoff will be starting. As today, the Nets have a couple of guys under the weather, Kim Hughes and Wilson Washington, Bernard King, Johnson, Porter, and Williamson. McMillan will start. We'll see Lonnie Shelton come in later, along with Spencer Haywood. In the backcourt, Butch Beard going in place of Jim Clemens, who is out. The two officials, Jack Madden and Dick Pavetta, were underway. In the blue uniforms, the Knicks, who scored 133 points last night in the Garden to defeat the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Jim McMillan. McMillan, baseline Beard. And here come the Nets. Now, the Nets have been slowing it down a little bit. On the other hand, the Knicks are running the basketball. Here's Super John Williamson. George Johnson going up. Rebound by Bob McAdoo.
They're getting an awful lot of second shots at the hoop right now.
Earl of Pearl Monroe had 27. Butch Beard with 14 last night, missing. He's playing in place of Clemens, who's out with an injured shoulder. He sustained Thursday night against Indiana.
Well, if the Nets and the Knicks both run, this is going to be a very high-scoring game. It could be 133, 135 game like that.
Earl Monroe now will set it up. Off to Spencer Haywood. He's averaging over 28 points the last 2 games. Neither team hitting in the early going.
They seem awfully cold. I don't know if there's pressure or if the trip here or whatever it is, but they're not relaxed yet.
The guy at the basketball, Kevin Porter, is leading the NBA in assists. And here's the new man back in the lineup again for the Nets and Williamson. His 5th start for him.
He's tough, I tell you. The acquisition of getting John Williamson for them took a lot of pressure off of Kevin Porter. It leaves him open to do his thing.
He had 38 points the other night. Off it comes now to McMillan. 2-0. The Nets with a lead. This is the 3rd meeting of the year between the two. The Knicks won the first 2 games. One reason is this guy, McAdoo. He had 26 points in one of the previous games. Haywood. Spencer Haywood, somewhat of an inconsistent player this year. Beard broken up by Kevin Porter, but they got him for a foul.
Well, the trouble right now, I think, with Spencer, he hasn't been into the offense. Check this instant replay out here. Beard comes down, he pulls up with a good jump. He gets pulled on the arm by Porter, and he gets a 2-shot.
Butch Beard, he's been around. He seems to always find a job, though, in the NBA.
Well, I'll tell you, Butch is sound. He's very solid. He hardly makes any mistakes at all. He's shooting very well from the floor for them, and that's what they need.
Getting the starting call after Clemens had started every game prior to last night for the Knicks. Butch, you might recall, was the starter that year that Golden State won it all.
Yes, they were. And Clemens, who they got from Cleveland, he's shooting 56 something from the floor.
And we have a tie game, 2-2. Kevin Porter. We mentioned Kim Hughes is out of the lineup today. Wilson Washington. They have the Russian flu. Here goes Kevin Porter. Intimidated that time by Haywood.
Yes, he was.
Here comes Butch Beard. You can see the Knicks. This is what they did last night. They want to run. This is a new personality that Willis Reed wants them to implement.
Well, they've got a wide open offense out here. They're moving the ball, hitting the open man. They just got to hit the shot. There they are.
Boy, that guy can shoot the ball. He had 37 points. And then last night came back with 20. Maybe he's back in gear.
With him into the offense, I'm pretty sure that they will become more of a contender than they are now.
Knicks with a 4-2 lead. Kevin Porter again, and that's what he'll do is penetrate.
And that's his greatest asset is he can penetrate. He pulls the man off, lays it off, and he can put the ball in the hole.
Here now off to Spencer Haywood. Boy, is Haywood on gear today.
If he starts hitting that jump shot and they come out to overplay him, he can take him to the hoop with authority.
Kevin Porter coming down, the young man they picked up from the Detroit Pistons, along with Howard Porter, John Williamson. Out it comes now, and look at the Knicks running. They started out the year slowing the ball down, but now since the All-Star break, they're moving. There's Van Bredikoff trying to go for the steal. Earl the Pearl. Boy, he'll hit that all day long.
You can't give him that. He loves that shot. He doesn't jump very high on it, but he can stroke that one.
And the Knicks with an 8-4 lead. Throughout the course of the afternoon, we'll keep you abreast of other action in the NBA. We'll be switching as the action dictates it to the Chicago, Indiana, Seattle, Philadelphia game as Porter hits.
Well, I hope they continue to shoot like this because the game cannot go on with them shooting those perimeter jumpers. If one team gets hot, it's going to be good.
Here's Pop McAdoo. McAdoo, maybe the finest big outside shooting man in the NBA.
He's a scoring machine, Gary. There's nothing you can do with the man. He comes at you from all angles.
Kevin Porter had 24 points on Friday night in that second straight win for the Nets. There's a pushing foul on Jim McMillan.
They caught him here.
Bernard King, the guy who was fouled, what a performer he has been.
Good position here. Very good position. He had position and was pushed.
So Kevin Porter will set it up now for the Nets. Bernard King, 7th in the NBA in scoring, coming into today. But John Williamson and Porter, they're getting all the scoring from the guards right now.
That helped them.
Breakaway to Monroe. Here comes Super John back down the floor to Porter. Look at Kevin Porter. He's got a few moves. Williamson. And the Nets now, after trailing 8-4, tied it up 10-0.
It's a great rivalry here. They're right next door to one another, you know, and I think they have to compete. They have to play well against each other.
Well, Kevin Lockery said this is a big game because we are in the same environment around here.
Yes,
we're battling for the same fans in a lot of ways. The same following. McMillan. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson, outstanding block shot artist. Going up for that one. He was picked up for the Buffalo Braves in exchange for Nate Archibald. Here's Haywood, and I believe we have out of bounds. It's going to be the Nets ball.
Excellent block here. This is what... Here we go on the instant replay. This is excellent block right here by Haywood. He comes over, picks a man up, and blocks shot. They have to penetrate more. They cannot keep beating him from outside.
Bernard King off to Johnson. McMillan off to the Earl of Pearl. 33 years old, and he still has it. He can play with anyone. Beard, what a pass. 4 points now for Butch Beard. 12-10, the Knicks. Porter trying to use Bernard King to get open. Johnson.
Very, very nice.
You know, Johnson had a big game earlier against the New York Knicks. He had 21 points in the second Knicks game. Look at Monroe. Blocked by Johnson. And Johnson does that. He is #1 in the NBA at block shots.
He's noted for blocking his shots.
So they'll reset it. 7 minutes to go. First period. We have a tie. 12-all game. Out to McMillan. What they'll do is they'll bring Lonnie Shelton in later. They think he gets in foul trouble early if they start him.
Which is a good move.
There's Kevin Lockery in his 5th year. 11 years an NBA player. Led the league last year in technical fouls. He's into the game, I'll tell you. Here's Bernard King. Boy, what a touch.
Tough, very tough rookie. One of the top rookies in the league.
Willis Reed, the only player in Knicks history to have his uniform number retired. Number 19. Monroe. 6 points for the Pearl.
And that makes him 3 out of 4.
16-14. The Knicks with the lead. Johnson trying to bring Haywood out. He's going to let him shoot it. McAdoo. McAdoo had 19 rebounds last night.
He's crashing the boards very well, which makes the offense move.
Monroe with Williams has got his hands full. You start backing in, Monroe can do so many things. McAdoo.
They don't have anybody that can play the man. There's nobody out there that can stop him at all.
18-14. A 4-point lead again for the Knicks, who had it earlier. Williamson. Williams has got a lot of weight when he plays outside.
He's a very strong man. He could play forward guard at times. He's very strong.
8 points for Super John. Monroe coming right back. Johnson with it. Boy, the tempo of this game hasn't slowed down at all.
Very fast. They're running at a fast pace.
Kevin Porter likes to keep putting the pressure on you. Keep moving in. Nice pass. Van Bredikoff saves it out.
He's the only guy other than Guy Rogers or Oscar Robertson I know that can make their own assist.
Bernard King is fouled while he put that one up in the air. So with inside 5.5 minutes to go in this first period, we have an 18-16 lead here at the Rutgers Athletic Center as the Knicks and Nets going after it for the third time this year. Welcome back now to the Rutgers Athletic Center. The New York Knicks are leading 20-19 as we pick up the action. A game that's been moving. The tempo has been very, very tough in the early going as Jack Madden has picked up a foul and Bob McAdoo will go to the line.
It's getting kind of rough out here. Van Bredekoff and McAdoo, they're having a little shoving match out there, and here he's caught with a pushing foul.
That is Van Bredekoff's second foul as McAdoo goes to the line. Bob McAdoo has been on a streak. He has been trying to win back that scoring title. He lost last year to Pistol Pete Maravich after winning it 3 years in a row.
At the rate he's going, Gary, I'm pretty sure he's going to get it. Pistol's out hurt right now. But right now, this has been a guard-oriented basketball game. Kevin Porter and John Williamson, they've got 16 of the 22 points that's on the board.
McAdoo was 6 himself. 22-19, that's our score. 4:28 to go, first period. Back it in, the big rookie from Tennessee, and he's been fouled, and he likes to do that. He'll back in every time he can.
Well, he's strong. He has a tremendous release. Here he is. He camps downside. He sets up. He jockeys the man like he wants him. He knows where he's at. He goes up with a shot, and he gets bumped.
That is the third team foul on the Knicks as Bernard King puts it through. King coming in here, 7th in the NBA in scoring, just over 24 points a game. He had 31 points Friday night in that second straight win for the Nets. He has 6 points thus far.
Kevin Porter's been very outstanding. He has 4 assists already in this ball game.
Lonnie Shelton now has checked in, replacing Jim McMillan in the Knicks lineup, and that's Shelton there, the big guy from Oregon State. Spencer Haywood, I don't think he's missed.
He hasn't missed a shot.
He has 6 points, 24-20, 4-point lead.
I think they put Shelton in the game to match up with the big rookie King down inside.
Here's Porter trying to make things happen. Out to Williamson. He and Monroe having quite a battle. Look at that off-balance shot by John Williamson. He's in double figures now with 10 points already.
The guards are doing it all out here right now.
24-22, the Knicks by 2. Butch Beard picked up by Porter. Monroe. This is Shelton. Shelton. Boy, is he an impressive basketball player. And here's Haywood outside. Van Bredekoff can't handle it. George Johnson trying to save it. And it's going to be the Knicks basketball.
Shelton made a big effort to go get that ball. That second effort right there made a big difference.
Lonnie Shelton with 18 points last night. One of the fine field goal percentage shooters in the NBA coming in here 8th. Here's Monroe. Look at the timing on that shot. He got it over the outstretched arm.
He's one of the best in the business. I guess that's why you can say Earl's one of the 4 guards in the history of the NBA that has 20 points or more in his 10-year career.
You saw Johnson get behind the Knicks, and it's 26-24, 2-point lead for the Knickerbockers. And a foul on Van Bredekoff.
Here he comes. Kevin gives the ball up to him very nicely. He takes it right to the hoop like he's supposed to do with it.
That was the third foul on Van Bredekoff, so he's in foul trouble here in the early going, and the Nets are depth-wise hurting today because of injuries, and Haywood just continues to hit the bottom of the net.
He's shooting it very well. McAdoo with a skill.
There's McAdoo. Porter trying to hold him up. Butch Beard. Up to Haywood again. Try it again. This time not the same result. Lonnie Shelton trying to keep it in play. Out it comes to Monroe. That's what Shelton will do. He'll just keep that ball up there on that offensive board for you.
They need that. They had 3 offensive shots at the ball that time.
Broke it up now. Up to John Williamson. Williamson going to try one. Rebound, Beard. They had the majority break but didn't use it.
Very bad choice of a shot right there.
Haywood at the 2:33 mark.
The net guards right now have scored 14 of their 28 points.
There's Shelton from the corner. Out it comes to Porter. The Nets are trying to run the ball 2-on-1. Look at that move. Blocked beautifully by Shelton. Stolen back. Williamson. Bernard King, and King is called for a loose ball foul. What a play by Lonnie Shelton.
Going right to the hoop. Shelton come up and picked it right out of the air.
The Knicks lead the Nets here after 1 quarter of play in the Rutgers Athletic Center for a report on the Bulls and Pacers game. Let's go to Jim Carvelis and Stu Lance.
Welcome to the fans that have just joined us from the New Jersey Knicks game. Here in Indianapolis, the Pacers have just taken the lead at 23-22 over the Bulls. There's a steal by Ricky Sobers. And now the Pacers lead by 3. The Pacers have come battling back here to take a 3-point lead with 1:27 to play in the first period.
Welcome back to the Rutgers Athletic Center. We've just started the second quarter play. Gary Bender along with Gus Johnson. It's 33-30, the Knicks with the lead. As right now, the Knicks are going to have the basketball. We've had a change. Howard Porter has checked into the Nets lineup. Tim Bassett came in just before the end of the first quarter. Williamson and Porter the guards. Butch Beard, Earl Monroe, Lonnie Shelton now with the ball. McAdoo and Spencer Haywood in the lineup. Van Bredikoff with the rebound. Porter coming down. Tim Bassett can't hang on to it. Broken up by the Knicks.
Very nice. He set that up very nice.
Tim Bassett was the guy for so long that complimented the doctor when he was with the Nets. A big physical forward there, play across from Julius.
Hold on 1 second.
This is Kevin Porter from the corner. He's shooting well from outside. 8 points for him. He and Williamson the 1-2 punch.
8 points also along with 7 assists.
Well, he's averaging just about 10 a game, so he's really on his way today. Here's Lonnie Shelton. Shelton with his first 2 points of the afternoon, 35-32. Kevin Porter was not happy in Detroit. He's come here. He's given some new life to this New Jersey team.
Well, he takes control of things out there. He handles the ball. He sets up the plays, and this is the type of game he has to run to be effective.
The Nets will have the ball. Howard Porter, who came in that trade with Kevin from Detroit. Here's Williamson. Boy, is he hot. That's 14 points for Super John.
Looks very good. Very good to him.
And the lead of the Knicks has been cut to 1, 35-34. Nets trying to win 3 in a row after losing 16 in a row. Monroe gives them a 3-point lead. 13 points for the Pearl. Porter waiting for people to get open. He is always looking for that open man. Out to Howard Porter, who's been shooting extremely well this year. He's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. But he's a streak shooter, though. He can come in and blow you out, and then he can come in and hurt you at times.
Haywood off to Monroe to Butch Beard. 10 minutes to go before halftime. Bob McAdoo. Van Bredikoff picking him up. Spencer Haywood. Van Bredikoff doing a good job on the defensive boards.
Yes, he is.
Porter, well, you got to stay awake when you're out there with him. Rebound Bassett. Now that's what he does so well, is hit the boards. Howard Porter.
They moved the ball around very well that time, found the open man, and you cannot let Howard Porter shoot that close in.
Porter Friday night hit some key points down the stretch to win the ball game for New Jersey. Ended up with 15. And there we are. Welcome. After we found this place, we were all right. We had a little trouble getting here, Gus, but we're glad to be here. 37-36. Liberty Challenge of the Sexes. I'm looking forward to that bicycle race between Reggie Jackson and Barbie Benton.
I'll tell you, that's going to be very exciting, very interesting to watch.
Okay, here we are now at the 9:29 mark of the second period. 37-36, the Knicks with a 1-point lead, and they have the basketball. We have some changes. Ray Williams has checked into the lineup. Number 13 for the Knicks. Lonnie Shelton from outside. Going up high is Howard Porter.
Williams hurts them when he plays, too. He's played very well. He posts Porter.
Johnny Williamson bringing it down. We've got a new man in the lineup now. Ed Jordan, number 15. He's the young man they picked up from the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was their number 2 pick.
He's an excellent shooter with the ball, too.
Porter back out to Jordan that we just mentioned. Here's Williamson. Outside, Big John. Welcome to the fans that have joined us here in the Rutgers Athletic Center. The team in the white, the New Jersey Nets. In the blue, the New York Knicks. We have a 37-36 game. The Knicks with the lead at 8:35 to go before halftime. And thus far, it has been an outside shooting show put on by both teams, and Spencer Haywood has been hurt.
He went to the hoop that time. He held the ball up.
Boy, that's too bad because he was hurt all of last year.
He tried to hang it up right here so he wouldn't give it off, and the man stepped on his foot there. He's hurt, too. Good angle right here. You can see him when he twisted his ankle. He stepped on the foot. There goes the ankle right there.
Boy, that's too bad. So now at 8:34, we have a change coming into the lineup. Toby Knight, number 43, a fine-looking rookie from Notre Dame. Played very well last night in that win over the Milwaukee Bucks.
I like him very much. I think he's going to be an excellent star in this league.
He is for this club. He gives them some firepower.
He's a guy that you can bring in, that sixth man like a Havlicek or something that can score hoops right away for you if he's ready.
So the Nets have taken the lead now, 38-37. McAdoo, and he hit Van Bredikoff, and it's a foul on McAdoo. Van Bredikoff getting up very slowly. It's going to be a very physical game here.
This was not intentional. He went up, faked the shot, caught him with the elbow. He did not do it intentionally.
McAdoo having to change his shot that time. Just an awkward situation all the way around.
Well, VBK plays him so close that it's hard for him to get that jumper out there.
Look at that move by Jordan. I like that move. Ed Jordan.
Very talented. Very talented.
And he played here for Rutgers, so he's at home playing in this place. Broken up.
Pass off. He fakes. Goes down to the lane. Finger rolls it up over everybody here.
He was the #2 pick for Cleveland. Actually, their first choice. They didn't have a first-round draft pick, and he has been picked up by waivers. Ray Williams, a rookie from Minnesota, their #1 pick. 3 fine rookies on this New York Knicks team.
Yes, they have. And the Knicks have only scored 3 field goals and 4 points in this quarter.
Jordan trying to drive in, and McAdoo had it broken up, but I believe we got a backcourt foul on Ed Jordan. That'll be his first foul.
One mistake right here. McAdoo never should have brought the ball down to the floor because that's where a little man wants it. If your big man brings it down, the little man's going to take it from him every time.
And this big guy has 8 points thus far. Trying to regain that scoring championship. And you look at the statistics on him. They're just amazing. He's 7th in the NBA in rebounding, right up at the top in scoring, hitting 51% of his field goal attempts.
What more can you ask of a man?
It's a tie game, 40-all. 7:29 to go before halftime. John Williamson on the cut inside. Tough shot.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Went to the hoop. He was bumped and still got the shot off.
16 points for Williamson. And a foul away from the ball. Look at that shot by Williamson.
Goes up. He gets bumped. Twists. Lays it up anyway. Puts it in the hole. Tremendous shot.
And last foul on Butch Beard, and that's his 3rd personal foul here in the first half of play. 42-40. 2-point lead for the Nets. This is a toughie. Nets are trying to win 3 in a row. Jordan, look at that follow. Toby Knight brings it down.
Tremendous hustle by the little man.
Ray Williams. Jordan's all over the place. Howard Porter comes over, and Ed Jordan has sparked this club.
He's at home, like you said, Gary. He feels comfortable here, so he's going to play the best that he can.
Boy, what a job he did for the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Porter shot short, but Williamson now with 18 points. Header, the NBA on CBS, so stay with us. Right now, we have 4:11 to go before halftime. 48-44, the Nets with the lead.
They're showing an awful lot of patience right now. They're moving the ball. They feel comfortable right now, evidently.
Tim Bassett following, and boy, that ball was really skyrocketed by Lonnie Shelton.
Come across the middle. Shelton picks him up here right on the bottom of it and just goes up and slams it through the floor.
So Bassett called for charging on the play. That's his first personal foul. 48-44. Both teams now using a lot of their reserves. We mentioned the Nets are very, very slim in that area. 2 players out with the floor. Williams picked up by Kevin Porter. Look at Toby Knight try to follow. We're going to have a loose ball foul. It's going to be Knight. Toby Knight's picked up 2 quick fouls.
Excellent position inside here. Toby goes up, climbs over the back of King to get that tap in. Otherwise, he never would have got a good position job by King.
All right, welcoming those fans from the New Jersey New York Knicks game. We're here in Indianapolis. It's 50-32. The Pacers surprising the Bulls. Scott Mays just completed a 3-point play. We have 2:44 to play in the first half. Jim Carvelis and Stu Lance. The Pacers in the white uniforms. Tatum. And Pondexter rebounding for Chicago. The Bulls have their work cut out for them here as they battled against the Denver Nuggets for the top spot in the Midwestern Division. And they're also battling for a wild card spot if they can't accomplish that. And it's going to be tough. They need this game. Pondexter, Lenny Elmore a rebound. Indiana has really contained Artis Gilmore in this game. Carrington driving move, his own rebound.
The reason they are containing Artis Gilmore is Chicago's perimeter shooters cannot put the ball in the ocean. So they're collapsing on Gilmore, making it very difficult for him to do anything underneath.
Again, that aggressive Indiana defense. Wilbur Holland looking inside for the big guy, Gilmore. Look at the help on him. That's what they've been doing all game long, getting weak side help. Now Elmore couldn't handle him that time. (52-35), the Pacers by 17.
We'd like to welcome the fans who have joined us here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. The 76ers are in white, Seattle in green. And it's been a back-and-forth game as Sixers now have a 1-point lead, 46-45, with 1:43 to play in the first half. Philadelphia with George McGinnis working hard inside. He gets his 8th point. Very balanced scoring. This is Don Criqui with John McLaughlin at the Spectrum. The 76ers playing without the great Julius Erving have gotten a lot of balance. Free has come off the bench to score 10. Nix has 8. McGinnis has 8. Dawkins has 4. Bryant has 4. But Seattle, a team that thinks they can run with anybody, has done that very nicely here today. They fell behind. Then they started to run, and they have run up a 6-point lead at one point, but then it's been tied 7 times. There's been 5 lead changes.
Well, Marvin Webster, once again, getting an offensive rebound. Of course, he's getting in there for a lot of them, but he did a very smart thing. He went back into the basket, put the pressure on the defensive player, and of course, when you do that, the majority of the time, they will call the foul.
56-53, we're ready to go. Third period of play. The Nets with the lead in that first half of play. Leading scorer John Williamson with 20. Earl Monroe led the Knicks with 16. McAdoo had 10 rebounds in the first half, Gus, to show what he's been doing in the rebounding department. 7 for George Johnson.
Crashing the boards very good, McAdoo is. It's taking something away from his offensive game momentarily, but I'm sure that he'll pick that up.
We should point out that the Nets are not shooting the ball well at all. They shot only 39% from the field in that first half.
And you can't beat anybody with a percentage like that.
Yet they have a 3-point lead. Spencer Haywood, who was shaken up in that first half, that's come back, and we're glad to see that. Gives it off to Bob McAdoo. We have Beard, Jim McMillan back in the lineup along with Earl Monroe. Look at him, one big hand around that ball. And here comes Bernard King. He's been shut down in this game thus far.
He hasn't done very much at all, but I'm sure that he's going to pick his tempo up, too.
Boy, look at that pass by Porter, would you? There's King. He has 12 points.
He shoots it so quick. He's got a tremendous release, and he arcs the ball very well. It's hard to block his shot, too.
You know, when you're only shooting 39%, you're winning the game with hustle, evidently.
That's all it is. They're playing the good defense. They're only giving the Knicks one shot at the hoop.
Spencer Haywood backing in on George Johnson. What a move. Left-handed, no less.
Excellent move by Spencer. Fake one way, came back baseline, and slam dunk left hand.
He's got 10 points, 58-55. And Spencer Haywood's got a few moves left, doesn't he?
He's looking over here blinking at me. He better pick up his man.
Now it comes to Kevin Porter. Porter's got so many moves, sometimes I don't think he knows what he's going to do.
He's got 10 assists already. He's averaging 10 a game. He might get 17 or 20 tonight.
And Bredikoff now with 4 points. That score is not right. It's 60-55. Here is McAdoo. And McAdoo's been fouled by Van Bredikoff. He's been picking up a lot of fouls in this game. He's already picked up number 3, and McAdoo going to the line.
Well, he knows where to go.
Let's check that. It's Bernard King that picked up the foul. 2 shots coming for the big guy with 11 points thus far. Well, McAdoo in that first half, 10 rebounds, 11 points. Hit 4 of 5, not too bad from the field. He did a little bit of everything.
How do you play a man like that?
60-57, 3-point lead for the New Jersey Nets. Off it comes to Williamson. Jim McMillan, who started the ball game, he'll be leaving after a while for Lonnie Shelton as they share that spot. Here's Earl getting it out to Butch Beard. Back to Monroe. Spencer Haywood.
There's just something about it. Gary, you can feel it, an athlete on the floor. When he knows it's going good for him, he doesn't mind taking that shot because he says, I've got it going.
Look at this score, would you? Seattle 1 point behind the Sixers at halftime. Well, Lenny Wilkins has got that crew going. They're for real. And look at George Johnson put one away.
Beautiful pass. King penetrates with the ball, pulls all the big men up, lays it back to George Johnson, who crashes for the slam dunk.
You know, the Nets have only won 11 games, but this is a much better club than that club of a year ago.
Well, the record indicates that they're bad, but they're not that bad. They're going to be a fine ball club once they start.
McAdoo, a little too tough with that shot. Off it comes to Porter. How about that?
He knows how to take you to the hoop. He knows how to penetrate. He knows what he can do.
McAdoo has been fouled by Johnson.
He did the best.
Let's go back to that previous basket by Kevin Porter.
Comes down. He fakes like he's going to give it to Bernard King, pulls him off, and goes all the way.
9:17 to go. Third quarter, 64-59. New Jersey with the lead. 14 points with another free throw coming. 64-61. The Nets with the lead. They trailed after one quarter, then took a three-point lead at halftime, and that's what they enjoy right now. Johnson, Van Bredekop. Boy, there's a fine move by that rookie.
You cannot let a man take you to his strength. He's letting him go down and penetrate. If he does, he's going to kill you in there.
King didn't get open that much in the first half of play.
They did a good job on him.
Monroe, he's got eyes in the back of his head. McMillan, Johnson brings it down. He had 7 rebounds in the first half. Here comes King again. Fine pass and a foul coming up. King with a fine pass that time on a breakaway to Williamson.
Okay, Johnson started this play right here with the outlet pass out to King. King gives the ball away when he goes to the hoop and gets a foul. King's basket going up over the man, shooting a jump shot right here. Very good. Good penetration.
Got good body control. You know,
Yes, he
went
does.
up on that. This is Williamson at the line. He has 20 points. Chicago, and look at the Indiana Pacers, would you?
Whew, unbelievable.
56-41. That is a surprise. 67-61 our score here. The Nets with the lead. Butch Beard has the ball for the Knicks. Third meeting of the year. Spencer Haywood. Well, he can do things with the ball. Monroe.
They're doing the things that they were doing last night now. They did this in the first quarter. They moved the ball, penetration, hit the open man. They stopped doing it, and the Nets got back into the game.
Monroe with 18 points. Monroe in that first half had 16 points in 17 minutes of play. That's pretty efficient. Now King fouled by Shelton. Now there's a foul, and I'm sure that bothers Willis Reed.
Well, those are the unnecessary fouls there. A man really can't hurt you out that far with his back turned. All you can do is play good position defense. Here we go again. He's going to bring the ball down into him. Makes the move.
Second foul on Shelton. The King shot looked like it might have been partially blocked. Beard brings it up. 67-63 the Nets. Beard backing in on Williamson. You won't back in on him very far.
No.
He is so strong for a guard. Spencer Haywood. King can't handle it. And McAdoo gets it off of Van Bredekop. Off it comes. Yes, sir. 3-on-1. Look at Porter. And we've got a charging foul on it.
Very good call. Very good call by the official. If we get an instant replay.
Let's look at this one again.
He comes down. He's faking the ball. He made the biggest mistake by leaving his feet. He runs right in here and tries to block Shelton out of the play.
Looked like he's running interference on that play. 67-63 our score at the 7:44 Marcus Butch Beard brings it in. And we welcome our fans here in the Rutgers Activity Center. We have a good one between the New York Knicks in the blue and the white New Jersey Nets. 67-63, the Nets with the lead. In a game in the first half that saw an outstanding shooting outside, getting very physical here in the second half.
Yes, it is. They're trying to break the Knicks out of their pattern. They're doing pretty well right now with it, too.
7:24 to go in this third quarter. Spencer Haywood, who was shaken up in the early part of the game, back in with a rebound to Monroe. Monroe with 18 points. No foul. Rebound Johnson. George Johnson doing an excellent job of rebounding. Kevin Porter. Porter's doing all kinds of things. Look at that.
He's unbelievable. He takes the ball, and he knows what he's going to do with that basketball.
12 points for him, and you see him diving right in front of us. I think he came to play today.
Yes, he did. Very.
Hertz knows to keep your business, they've got to give you the fastest possible service. And to do that means adding more people behind counters, where and when you need them. More new cars, where you need them. opening more locations where you need them. Next time you need a car, wherever, whenever, come to the one with more cars, more locations, more people to serve you fast. Rent a Ford or other fine car from Hertz.
The superstar in rent-a-car.
You know it.
And Bredikoff seeing a lot of action in this game. That's a long ways out for him. Haywood with the rebound. Butch Beard. Up to Haywood. Shelton inside, but we're going to have a foul on Shelton trying to move in on that play. He doesn't like it at all, and that is his 4th personal foul.
Well, he had the man beat for the position down inside. He had him beat, but he hooked the man instead of just making a roll to the hoop with it.
You know, he's so strong, Gus, I don't think he realizes sometimes.
No, I'm sure he doesn't.
Here's
pushing
Williamson.
guys out of there.
Williamson banking one in. Williamson with 23 points. Seattle, Philadelphia, and the Sonics have taken the lead in that one. Boy, they have a tight one in the Spectrum. Foul coming up. Knicks will take it out of bounds. 71-65. Nope, the penalty's in. The correction is Lonnie Shelton goes to the line. That's the 15 foul.
What happened here is that Lonnie's out that far. He's not going to shoot that ball. King did not have to foul him. He can't hurt you that far with a jump shot. Instead, he pushes the man. I think Kevin Lockley shouted something down to King to let him know that.
Well, they list Shelton at 245, and I think that's conservative.
Very conservative. He looks like he's a tight end.
71-67 our score. As Porter brings it down now for the Nets. Welcome to the Rutgers Athletic Center. We have 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 71-67. The Nets in white and with the lead. John Williamson brings it off Bernard King. Broken up by Earl of Pearl Monroe. As the Knicks took the lead in the first quarter, and since that time, it's been the New Jersey Nets that have been commanding the game.
They really stopped doing the things that they were doing, Gary. They started out excellent in the first quarter, the second, and the third quarter, and now they're not back into it.
John Williamson's into it. He has 25 points. Williamson, who had 38 points a couple of games ago after coming back from the Indiana Pacers, and what an acquisition he is. McAdoo. Bob McAdoo hitting from outside, 73-69 with 5:07 to go in the third quarter. And John Williamson just no time putting the ball
Well,
up.
actually, they need 10 balls out there. Everybody out there wants to put it in the air.
Haywood now with 17 points. 85-78. 1:13. Third period left.
I think if I was Kevin right now, I might call myself a timeout and regroup my team.
Howard Porter put in there to try to play some catch-up. Can't get his shot to go down. He's the kind of guy that can bring you back if he starts streaking from outside.
And that's just what he is, too.
Oh, what a play by Monroe. He is just something to watch.
I'll tell you, I played ball with Earl in Baltimore, and he's a tremendous athlete. He can see, he can shoot, makes the big hoops for you.
Now there's Howard Porter missing yet another shot. It's 87-78. The Knicks on the run.
Monroe's coming down the floor right now. Makes a nice off-balance fadeaway shot.
Well, that thing just hits the bottom. That's all. 89-78. The Knicks have made a move here in the waning minutes of this third quarter. Porter. Williamson, he hasn't scored in quite a while. George Johnson to try one. They've missed 3 shots from that side. Howard Porter trying to follow, and he's fouled.
Okay,
Foul will go on Haywood.
There's just a breakdown in communications right there on the floor. They had the shot, got the rebound. The foul wasn't necessary. It's the largest lead that the Knicks has had so far is 11 points.
Boy, he looks very calm, cool, and collected.
Well, with 11 points, I guess you could relax for a minute, but that's not an awful lot in this game of basketball, Gary, and you know it.
Well, his team's 3 games above the 500 mark, very much in the playoff picture. Howard Porter now with 7 points. He cuts the lead to 10. Last night, the Knicks scored 73 points in the first half. That's the most they've scored in the first half this year. Here's Johnson. At 4-second mark, Beer tries to tip it back out. Bassett tries one, and that'll end it. So the Nets trying desperately to come up with a field goal in the last 2 seconds of this third quarter. 89 Monroe.
my God, McAdoo.
24, look at it.
Earl had nothing to do but lay it up on the hoop, did an excellent job. Matt followed with a great slam dunk. Beautiful.
Boy, that's the play of the game.
I love it. That was my favorite.
Nighty, you did a few of those. You about brought the whole goal down with you when you did it. I tell you, Gus, it was fun to watch you play. 95-84, Johnson outside. John Williamson, who's trying to get some points for his club, he's got it. He's got 29.
He finally worked and got himself one in there.
Well, you got to keep working.
That's the name of the game, is hustle, Gary.
95-86, 8:47 to go, fourth period. Nice fake by Toby Knight. Howard Porter brings it down. Tell you, about to count the nets out, and they come right back at you.
No, you can't. That's the name of this game, basketball, hustle.
Ed Jordan's going to slow it down. That's one of the few times we've had anybody walk the ball up on a dribble. Johnson, it's a long ways for him. Why not?
If they're going to sag on him at the free throw line, that's like a free shot for him. If he doesn't take it, well, then he's hurting the ball club.
95-88. McAdoo. Hey, we got to be thinking about that most valuable player award at the conclusion of the game. Stay tuned for it. I want to think about that McAdoo stuff.
Right on.
Here's Haywood outside. Now, I'm not voting yet, you understand?
No,
That's
I understand.
97-88. 8 minutes to go in the game. Jordan to Johnson, and a foul on Spencer Haywood. He didn't like that one. He knew he'd been caught in the action by Dick Pavetta. That is the second foul now on Haywood. First team foul against the Knicks.
That's called a tired foul. They are reaching.
They've been playing awfully hard and fast here in this fourth period. Williamson, long ways, but he's back on track. He has 31 points.
He was up in the bleachers when he shot. That was a six-pointer from there.
Boy, him coming back from Indiana, what a difference he can make in this club.
Takes all the pressure off of Kevin. Kevin has a free hand. They can't double team him anymore.
Good pressure in that backcourt by Williamson.
They've got to do something to cut the guards down.
Monroe. Toby Knight trying to follow, and it's going to be the Knicks basketball. Substitution coming in. Ray Williams will check in for the Knicks. And Monroe will get a breather. They're going to save him for the last 3 or 4 minutes.
He's played a super game. He gets a well-deserved ovation.
There he is, Ray Williams, number 13 out of the University of Minnesota. As we have 7:24 left, a 7-point lead. Williams into Bob McAdoo. Haywood. When he gets open like that, there's nothing you can do. He's going to hit him.
They're playing so cool and poised, but every once in a while it seems they lose that floor leadership out there, and I don't know what's causing that.
23 points for Spencer Haywood as Toby Knight comes up with a steal. Toby Knight, one of 2 second-round draft picks. He, along with Gondrzak and then Ray Williams. So the Knicks helped themselves in this year's draft.
Well, I'm telling you, right now, Gary, they look super good. They look very good, like contenders.
Well, they're in the playoffs. We said they win today. They'll be 4 games above 500. They've been inconsistent. Look at that. 25 points for number 42. Different kind of game. The Knicks last night 133 points. 105 here today. Still same style of ball. But the Nets have really played tough. They've really made them work for it.
They're not giving anything up.
McAdoo. Bassett's got a lot of rebounds.
Yes.
Kevin Porter trying to draw a foul on Shelton. Bernard King driving in, and he's and 3 on McAdoo. That's next Sunday, the NBA on CBS.
The Nets have not scored.
With 3:58 to go, King adds 1, and it's now a 5-point game, and all of a sudden, New Jersey's climbed right back in it.
Their last 10 points, they have not scored a field goal. Have come from the foul line, the Nets.
Monroe, picked up by Williamson. It's remarkable, the tenacity of this Nets team. A couple of times you think they're down for the count, and they're right back in it now.
They're not quitting.
3:42 to go. Spencer Haywood picked up by Tim Bassett. Boy, he's hit all afternoon long from that very same spot. 25 points for Spencer.
The big boy's enjoying himself. He knows he's got it easy out there, and he's taking full advantage of it.
107-100. Kevin Porter out to Bassett. Van Bredekoff moving the ball. King blocked by McAdoo. McAdoo has just played remarkably well this afternoon.
King's an excellent athlete. He gets good position down here, but he's not big enough to go up and try to shoot the ball in front of a 6'9" McAdoo.
King is 6'7", McAdoo 6'10", 6'11". Here's Williamson outside. high as 39 points for the afternoon.
Well, it looks like he's going to hit that 40 mark very easily tonight. Haywood's 9 for 11, 27 points.
107 to 102. Monroe, he doesn't miss that very often. King loses it. Bernard King hit the deck, could not hang on.
But tough rebound inside here. He got his position, turned around, got the ball, and as he went up, he leaned backwards, and it went off his knee. Right there.
Monroe brings it out to McAdoo. I tell you, they're giving up a lot of height inside right now, the net side. Here's McAdoo again. Rebound, Bassett. Williamson. King broken up by Monroe. And we've got a foul on Monroe. So at the 2:44 mark, the Nets are going to go to the line again. And welcome to the fans joining us here in the Rutgers. All right, but if you, in this situation, are the Knicks and you're Willis Reed, what do you tell your guys defensively to do? Let them catch the ball?
Whatever you do, I don't want you to foul anybody. Let them catch the ball. Put pressure on the outlet pass. The man that's throwing the ball in. Pressure him. Anything you can to distract him and play the other men as close as you can. Whatever you do, don't leave the basket open.
Now, it looks like Howard Porter's going to come in. I just saw him a moment ago shed his warm-up jacket. So you get your people in that you feel can shoot well from outside.
Ball handlers and shooters is what you want right now. The defense can dictate to the offense what should be done in this situation right here.
The Nets said this is a big game to us. They were, you know, they just weren't mincing any words. Kevin Lockery said we're growing up in the same environment with the Knicks. We need this game. It's important to us. And you can believe it now, the way they came back.
It's shown. It's been a very gutty performance by both teams. I think I would have to give the edge to the Nets as far as the hustle's concerned, because they fought and rallied back, and they're still in this basketball game.
All right, now Phil Jackson is coming in for the first time for New York. Howard Porter is checking in for the Nets. They have King, Jackson, Porter, George Johnson, Beard, Monroe, Jackson, McAdoo, and Lonnie Shelton.
There goes Jackson. He's a defensive specialist. He's going to put all the pressure in the world he can on Kevin Porter. Jackson has tremendous ball. He's an excellent defense.
That's a good move. I like that. Right. All right, 1 second. We're going to get a shot. Williamson's shot. It's good. It's good.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. 43 points falling out of bounds.
Williamson got it away. And the Nets have won it.
Hell of a game.
112 to 110. Let's look at it again, Gus.
Man's playing him right here. He throws the ball down. Jackson does a super job on the defense. Williamson's in the three-point area, fades back, falling out of bounds, throws a 40, 30-footer in, hits nothing but the net. They deserve to win.
All right, I waited to the last to vote on my MVP. I got to give it to Williamson. No question. I'm glad we did wait. So the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player Award goes to John Williamson. 43 points in the winning basket here this afternoon. The Chevrolet 1000 scholarship will be awarded to New Mexico State. John Williamson's school, on behalf of John, 112 to 110. Quite an afternoon for the New York Knicks. So the New Jersey Nets defeat the New York Knicks 112 to 110. Stay tuned as the NBA on CBS continues after this word from your local station.
This is CBS.